This is the Midnight Radio Show.
Hello and welcome to the Midnight Radio Show, another rousing round. How are you doing, gentlemen? This is Pete.
Glorious.
I'm just gonna be John today. Hungover John.
Just hungover John.
With his hand in his pants.
Okay.
Yeah,
we got hungover
my
John.
hand is in my pants.
Cool Drew here.
What are you?
Cool Drew. I'm just
Cool Drew?
I'm just going back
Okay.
to Cool Drew.
Okay.
I'm not wearing
alright.
any pants.
All right. I'm gonna be post-party Pete. That's gonna be my little name here.
Nice.
Well, I'd like to say first and foremost to the people who came to the barbecue last night that won't be listening to this. Thank you.
It's a good market to hit.
Yeah, I know.
People who are
Right?
not listening to this might as well be talking into a brick.
We raised $1,000 for charity last night.
Do you want to clarify exactly what the barbecue is, though?
For the kids.
The barbecue is something I've been doing for 5 years, and it's just this year I decided to do it for charity, and we raised $1,000 for Child's Play.
Yeah, and all of
All the pros.
almost all of Midnight Treehouse was in attendance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Almost.
we
We had some of the key players there. It was
And
good.
almost all of the Night Trios won prizes last night.
All
The
your
raffle
favorites.
as well.
No,
Yeah.
only one person won.
No, I won.
Oh, Lee won.
Lee won.
John, you want to recap the prizes? What was given away at the
we
barbecue
raffled
here?
off some original artwork
Okay.
by some friends.
Nice.
By friends.
He's air quoting right now. I know this is excellent radio.
Yeah, you could tell what I'm air quoting. Friends.
There we go. I got it that time.
Yeah, there you go.
Enhanced podcast.
We did some gift cards. We did a poker set. And we did I don't even know who fucking won because
Bowling.
Oh, we did
I
bowling,
won
which
bowling.
Drew won.
Drew, you won bowling for 20 people.
Bowling
right?
for 20. I don't even know if I know 20 people.
I don't
let
think
alone
I do.
20
I'd
people
really-
that's going to come to Garden City to go bowling.
You really
Sounds
got to
gonna be
go
a
to the
lot of fun.
well there. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it was more of a prize. John lives in Long Island, where we are right now. We're actually not in our standard booth, our standard sweaty booth.
We're really rocking it. We're comfy status.
Yeah,
this
we're
morning.
like at a bar in a house. It's crazy.
John has problems.
I feel like I'm
they know
Teddy
where I live.
Roosevelt or something. I feel like I should be informing, the nation of, an invasion.
I have a question for you. You always say I could play fucking. You always want to see me as Teddy.
I do
Roosevelt.
want to see you play Teddy Roosevelt in some capacity. I don't know why. I just feel like it's right. You with like a big mustache, talking about killing elk and other endangered species, and like hating liberals or whatever. But you seem to have reservations. It looks like you're about to throw up, so I'm not sure how to process this.
It was. You know what it is? It's a long night. Well, last night was a long night, and Robot Jesus came out.
Yes, he did.
Yes, Robot Jesus. All the details aren't fleshed out, but he will be coming back in 2020. Where we have we're the unofficial campaign sponsor. But that's a call later. Anyway, continue, John. Sorry.
No, but yeah, I mean, it was a great night.
John did a fantastic job cooking last
I
night.
cooked.
I had a
cooked.
food hangover when the time I got home last night.
Drew, how would on a scale of 1 to delicious, where would you rate each one? Basically, the three things we had the chicken, the steak tips, and then
the
ribs.
lemon chicken,
Lemon lime.
chicken.
lemon lime chicken.
Where would the three be in? Scale of 1 to delicious.
1 to delicious. I didn't have the spicy ribs.
Okay.
No,
they got
you didn't.
burned.
Well, that's because the grill caught fire.
Yeah, and we'll go into why in a minute.
Right.
But,
If I had to rank them, I would say I'm a big steak guy, so I would go steak tips were crazy, mad, delicious, batshit crazy.
okay,
delicious.
so they ranked the top.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
ribs were fucking awesome too. I don't know, man. Everything was great.
Yeah, it was
honestly.
just
I'm
a
not even
blur
trying
of,
to like
of taste.
be
Yeah.
nice to John because I never am nice to John.
No,
so the food was really fantastic.
Well, you weren't the only one who was nice to John last night. I'm not sure if you're an avid listener of this show.
No.
Oh, what?
Nothing.
Aren't you proud? You seem to have a
No,
I feel like
you know what
had-
this is going to be? This is going to be beep 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 beep. beep,
No, I'm not
beep.
going to throw any names out or anything.
You don't
like
have
that.
to throw names out, but we don't have to. We don't have to.
We don't have to go there. But you know what I've noticed though? We've
What
been
was
going on
there?
this sexless Johnny thing for a while.
Oh no.
And you usually have a lot more energy and fervor, and I feel like today you're just sort of out of it. Why is that, John? I don't.
have you been depleted in some way?
And we haven't mentioned you being sexless recently. I'm just trying to connect the dots here. I just want to.
You know this is getting and cut.
Oh, we won't have to broach that right now.
We don't have to approach it ever.
No, we don't.
Robot Jesus.
John and I actually saw we saw the sketch show this past Friday.
Oh yeah, we'd like
Yeah,
to
Mount Carmel.
thank Mount Carmel Theater Company, and we're gonna name drop
You-
Adam Mace.
We actually had two of the Treehouse members write sketches and direct, I believe. We had some.
Well, yeah,
Jason
Jason directed
some.
mine.
It was really cool. It was fun to see because we do so much of the actual media sketch stuff. It was cool to actually see live sketch again.
Yeah, it was. I mean, all the actors were great, and how fast they keep it together, and how well produced the show is.
Right.
You know, it's really well put together, and I wish that they would have, you know, a bigger turnout. Because you know there were like 20 people.
Yeah, but they were running 2 nights. Maybe we got the lighter night.
Yeah, maybe we
Saturday night.
did.
Maybe last night they
We
packed the
didn't-
house.
I was never cook and drink
Good talk.
because I just got so shit faced.
But from the cooking, shouldn't it just be just don't drink?
Wait, did I
What does
just-
the cooking have to do with it?
I'm so meat drunk right now.
I'm a little confused.
I got the meat sweats.
Now, we were just I bullshit you not. We were just watching Kitchen Nightmares
Oh my
as a
God.
group. How do you think Gordon Ramsay would rate your cooking, John?
Gordon Ramsay would say it tastes like dog shit.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Has he ever tried something on that show and been like, "Oh, this isn't bad"? You know what I mean?
You know what it is? I got through the first season, and I think there was one bowl of clam chowder somebody served him. He's like, this is decent. And you're like, oh, and that was it. Everything else was like, this is dog food.
Right. We were also talking about the Restaurant Impossible, which is basically the same show. It's like angry British guy yells at failing restaurant, but
Except he's on steroids.
yeah,
That's the only
he's
difference.
flexing in like every shot. I feel
And
like
he's only wearing black
Do
clothes.
yeah, and hearing aids inexplicably. I don't get that.
I don't get it.
Allegedly, he was like a cook in the Navy, so maybe like a bomb went off next to him or
Maybe.
something. I don't know.
He cooked for
I'm
both
not sure how the
men.
Navy or cooking works. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like the bomb could blow up and then
I don't think it was him. Usually, when a bomb goes off next to somebody, they kind of
Die.
lose and lose.
Not him.
Yeah. But yeah, isn't there a thing where it's like that scene, Saving Private Ryan, where like the landmine went off to next to the guy's ear and he couldn't hear? So I think it's a thing.
Maybe that's why he's
It
yells
could be
all
a
the
thing.
time.
Anyway, the reason I brought up that guy is because one time he's like Gordon Ramsay in the sense that he's tearing everything apart constantly. But there was one scene where there was some sauce on a dish and he couldn't get over how good it was. He ordered like another side of it. You think that's something that would get cut, or they would have just like reopened the store, more sauce centric? I don't know.
Well, you know what it is? I love Kitchen Nightmare.
Oh, it's good.
Because the thing is, it blew up. It really got a lot of attention on the internet in the past week because an episode aired last week with Amy's Baking Company, and it was supposed to be like the worst restaurant in America. Like
Amy's Baking Company? What is it?
yeah, like they do pizza and a bunch of other stuff. So
Okay.
they were on Kitchen Nightmare on season 6. 1 second, you gotta readjust.
It's like a local.
It's in
Show?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, okay.
And he went there, but it's just like if you see the owners, like they pocket tips from the waiters.
Oh, so they got this all on camera. They're
Yeah.
not being like corrupt owners.
they make terrible pizza.
Is this on Kitchen Nightmares?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it really blew up on the internet because hold on, people started going to the Facebook and the Facebook and Twitter. Robot Jesus.
What to like rally against?
To rally against, like, here's some of the stuff, and then here's the owner, Amy Bouzaglos.
Okay.
That's what. Read what she wrote.
Okay, Amy Bouzaglos. This is okay. Vipers, hang yourself, you Judas swine. Why are there 5 stars above that? Is that like the rating the comment got?
She was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
She actually
She's very
was.
tongue in cheek, very, very.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. She's a forward-thinking
But
comic.
she was saying how the Facebook and Twitter were hacked because they were writing like really like religious things, like you'll all burn in hell and fuck you.
Robot
and you all
Jesus
suck.
is coming back.
Robot Jesus is coming back.
More importantly,
But then she goes like a few hours later after they realized like they had a tirade, like a big like child, like a temper tantrum. She wrote on the Facebook page, obviously our Facebook and Twitter have been hacked.
oh yeah, this was on here too. I saw that someone was saying your page wasn't hacked. You are a liar in all caps.
Wait, but get this. She says, we're working with the FBI cybercrime division and Facebook and the local authorities to figure out who hacked our Facebook and Twitter.
No, they're not.
Who works in cybercrime? You think if you knew a lot about cybercrime, you'd just do cybercrime. You know what I mean? It's like the people who moved out to the Old West and like immediately became sheriffs, a.k.a. dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? It's untapped. You might as well ride with the times.
I know, but it's just like, why would the FBI give a shit about a baking
Twitter
company?
account.
We'll get right on this. We'll get right
like
on.
why the internet was invented, so you could anonymously talk shit about people.
Well, that's the great thing about the internet is it gives people like me power to yell at assholes with confidence.
Yeah, we're making that abundantly clear right now. It's
Something I couldn't do in real life.
Speaking of the internet,
yeah,
our friends at MMPR reached their Kickstarter goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations
Congratulations
to Dom
to
and
them.
Lou. And
It far exceeded it, actually. I think last time I checked,
Fark?
it was like 24 or $25,000.
wow. And I, if I'm not mistaken, they keep relaunching. As far as I know, they keep building on this. And they're
Oh,
really trying to
yeah,
do a bigger
yeah.
and bigger project.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. Definitely keep your eye
Good
on
job,
that.
guys. Good job. Check them out.
well, you
Kudos.
talked. I'm looking at our silent partner here. You were talking
Jason
about
is our
how
silent partner, by the
Jason's our silent partner. You were talking about Saban bringing down the hammer. The best thing was Jason was talking about Saban, the company, as if he was a single guy last night.
Oh, like this supervillain.
Yeah.
They hated Saban. Just
He
bringing
goes.
down his
He goes.
hammer of
He goes.
injustice.
Saban, he can sue us anytime. I was like, Jason. I was
Yeah,
like,
Saban always looming in the background somewhere.
I was like,
Somewhere out
Saban's
there.
not a guy.
It's an entity.
It's a state of mind. I don't.
Wait, is he? Wait, is it a guy?
Fuck if I know.
We just know we don't like him, or no, we fear
Well, yes.
him, but we respect him. What type of villain is it? I'm confused. Help me.
Well, he was talking.
Supervillain. Jason is confirmed supervillain.
Jason was talking with Frogman
Okay.
about.
Is Frogman another superhero?
Yeah.
Are we superheroes? I'm confused about this whole scenario now. It's spinning out of control before my very eyes.
Jason was talking with Frogman, and
Okay.
we were talking about the MMPR thing and how I don't even know where or how you got to this point, Jason. But you were kind of not making sense anymore.
That happens after another drinking
Yeah,
with
it
Jason.
happens after the alcohol gets into your system.
All of us have our oh my god they're drunk moments. Where like I can always tell Pete's drunk because he just like starts slowing down what he's saying, but is very matter of fact about everything.
there were a lot of oh
Probably
my
true.
god drunk moments last night. But no, Jason was talking about like Saban, like he was an evil villain. I was like, he's gonna bring the lawsuit hammer on all of us. I was like, what?
Fear Saban.
Like Thor.
Robot Jesus will come and liberate us from all evils, but
Repent, Saban,
namely,
repent.
is the one I'm thinking of.
I know.
We were talking about the internet being like a wild frontier, though. I don't know. I torrent stuff. I'm gonna go
Of
on
course.
record. Yeah, like everyone does. How do you feel about that? Like ethically, does it bother you that you're
Uh,
the artist?
I
or-
think music wise, I will always buy. Like I have a few bands that I always like. At least 90% of the stuff that's on the CD.
Absolutely.
So I will always buy those albums. But
just
other
to support them.
yeah, and other people at this point, people are making their money off of touring.
Right.
So it's like if I really like them, I'm gonna go see them on tour anyway and pay $100 and something anyway
Right,
to go
right.
see them. So
why
why not?
I mean,
Movies would stop being so goddamn expensive. I'd stop torrenting those too. But what are you gonna do? Not that I do. I don't torrent movies.
Just to go on the record.
On the record.
in all honesty, I won't.
What?
He's blanking right now.
No. You notice it's like, shut up. It's like we don't need them to crack down our door. Looking on our computers,
Yeah,
the
but-
FBI cybercrime division.
Yeah, they do exist. I mean, but they're too busy on Hell's Kitchen Nightmares
know.
Twitter accounts. I mean, that's
No, I mean, listen.
priority one.
You know, I understand with why people do it. I don't necessarily agree with doing it myself, but
okay.
I think the thing about the U.S. as compared to other countries is we're very big on the per capita on the fines of piracy.
Oh yeah, that's
And
insane.
you know what it is? It's too nuts to even risk because it's like, you hear about people getting fined $1,000 a song and they have like 3,000 songs. What is
Right,
that?
so it puts
What
them
is
in
that?
debt
Three?
for the
What is
rest
that?
of their
$3 million?
yeah.
Right.
It puts them in fucking debt. I mean, like Canada got it right. They put in a law where if you're caught torrenting or illegally downloading something, you can't impose more than a $5,000 fine each time.
So they just put like basically a punishment cap.
Yeah, so it's just like you get a $5,000 fine and that's it.
Now, that being said, though, if our punishment's more severe, it still runs rampant, though. So I guess it just can't be that well enforced at this point.
Well, I don't even know. How do they decide who they're going to go after? I mean,
That's
it's
what I mean. I had
Oh
this,
my
I
God.
had this one friend who literally he was torrenting before torrenting became a big thing, and he had a huge magnet next to his bed just in case the FBI ever cracked down his door. He would just delete the whole hard drive, and he figured that would absolve him of any
Magnets, bitch.
I have
Magnets,
to
bitch.
I have to apologize because Saban is a dude.
It is a dude?
Haim Saban.
Okay,
Oh,
that
wow.
makes sense.
Jason was right.
He was born in Egypt.
That sounds evil. I'm not saying it is. It just sounds that way.
Jason, do you have anything to say to me?
Fuck you.
All right.
Words of wisdom.
That comes from the top, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love you.
Fuck you with love?
Jason's just making all these awesome memes that well, some of them we'll be able to post, but the latest Robot Jesus 2021 will never leave anywhere.
Well, not for now.
We'll never leave. What do you mean anywhere? What is that? What do you plan?
It can never be seen by the eyes of the internet.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you plan to stop that. Okay. All right. All right, Jason.
What we're looking at is
This is Jason Short, everyone, by the way.
I'm one of the. Hi, I'm Jason Short. I'm one of the co-producers, creators of this little here company, and what we're looking at right now is a picture of John Moranis riding on a unicorn,
As it
With
were, riding that.
Robot Jesus by his side, and explosions and puppies and shit. So
A lot of explosions.
All right. First ever podcast contest. If you can draw Robot Jesus and me riding on a unicorn, we'll take you out for a drink.
Robot Jesus has to.
No, better yet, you can come bowling.
Yeah,
We
come
need
bowling
people.
with
I gotta
us.
fill up 20
In fact,
slots,
no,
guys.
I'm gonna make a proper request. Post underneath a comment underneath this Facebook page with a link to whatever you interpret Robot Jesus to look like. And anyway, with Unicorn, with John, you could be doing whatever.
Preferably draw it yourself. If you can do
Yeah,
a great
or-
rendering of Robot
yeah,
Jesus.
however you feel. It could be a stick figure drawing. If it's the
Yeah.
best one, we'll pick it. You're going bowling. Kid.
We're bringing you bowling, guys.
Get artistic with it. That's my offer to you.
Is this our
guys.
first contest that we're doing?
It might be. It's a little trial contest.
Okay, we'll try it out.
With a
We'll see what happens.
beautiful prize of bowling in scenic
Yeah.
Long
And
Island,
hang out with awesome people.
like
Obviously.
us. John, what are you looking at, buddy?
There are no good photos online of Robot Jesus.
Well, yeah, that's what we're trying to fix.
We're trying to fix
I-
that.
That's why we're doing this. I mean,
Hashtag.
if Robot Jesus was running rampant, which he is in our souls, but I mean, if he was running rampant on the actual internet, this would be
I think there's
This would be
there's
moot.
one good photo. Out. Where are you from? Canada.
moot. I said. Wait,
Yeah.
Out.
Jason is from Canada. Why did you say Canada with such disdain? You already
Well,
praised them
I
for
already-
their
I-
internet piracy laws. Pick a
You
stance,
you
John.
praised your Canadian
I-
boss at the barbecue last night.
I did. I kept introducing. I was like, "This is my boss. Look at how awesome I
Calling
am."
him by his full name. too.
Jason Walter.
My fearless leader, Jason Walter Short.
Jason, how do you feel as a fearless leader?
fearless.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. So John actually just graduated.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
graduated
John?
college
But
again.
What was it? What was this? Not your master's. It was your
It was my second bachelor's.
second bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
So now you ready to start sucking dick, moving up that corporate ladder?
I told you
Yeah.
in the car earlier
Yeah,
that
you
I
did.
got to buy 2 knee pads.
I love the knee
and-
pads.
Well, listen, I got to keep my knees in good condition if I want to keep sucking the dick.
Well, I don't know. What if that's like the head CEO's fetish, like burnt down, ground up knees from too much dick sucking?
I'm royally fucked then.
Okay. Or just don't buy the knee pads. I'm just trying to help you out, man.
They're pivotal.
Listen, you have a few. Based on what I saw last night with the praising at the barbecue, you have a bright future of corporate sucker
sucking.
suck uppery.
I sucked. I kissed some serious ass last
John Moramis, corporate suck up.
night. Yeah.
God bless you.
That'd be a great business card for anyone. Just corporate suck up, just written on there, handing out at barbecues.
Oh my god. No, but yeah, I mean we're running a little rampant today. I think because Drew's in a food coma.
Yeah.
Pete, I don't know if you're hungover, but it's like I'm
hungover
I'm
every day.
still a little.
No. I'm hungover.
Oh, trust me.
You know, and you know what it is when I get drunk, I get really like not sympathetic, but I get really like I love just praising people. So I think I told Pete like 3 times last night that he's a ringer. I was like, "You're such a ringer, Pete."
Well, were you drunk when I came in? That was the first thing you said. To me.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. Maybe I was. Who knows? Maybe it was on the. Maybe I was chasing the dragon.
Also, I can publicly thank you for the birthday cake last night. I
Oh
appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
You were high as a kite. I don't think you had any clue. Beep beep beep.
That's
beep.
I don't.
Well,
I don't
he
this is
means
America,
he means
I don't care.
emotionally. He means
Yeah, I was
You were
emotionally
high
high.
emotionally.
Emotionally high last night. It felt great, and a birthday cake came out. It
Yes.
said "Happy Birthday, Gaylord" on it. I think it said.
Yeah.
I was so high on life, I didn't realize it actually said
You
Gaylord.
just started eating it.
Until this morning, I didn't realize it. But
I just see a photo of it, and you're like, oh.
no, he told me
told
in the car. He's like, "You like what I wrote on the cake?" And I
It's
was
like
"What'd
I-
you write on the cake?"
Really?
Did
Question
it
mark?
say
You
Drew?
you were too high on life.
That's great.
Fucking
It's a
hell.
common issue. What's up, John?
Dicks.
John, sometimes when you go like you're gonna take the talking
floor?
stick.
Fuck! I did it again. You know what it is? I'm
You're
gonna,
like Britney Spears.
All right. Besides
Fuck! I
that,
did it again. That was
Besides
the song, right?
my mom listened to the MMPR interview.
Okay.
Mom, I love you very much. I hope you're listening again.
I met your mom once. She seemed like a very lovely lady.
Yeah,
She was actually in this room that we're in right now. Oddly enough.
Wait, you met my mom?
Yeah, you were trying to
Oh,
donate
oh,
money
yeah,
to
yeah,
African
yeah,
warlords. And
yes,
she came in and
yes.
was like, "Hey, hurry up and get that money to Africa."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Pete.
No,
in a
she's
bridge.
listening. She says that I say too much.
Okay.
So I'm like
like a
or like. So I'm gonna from here on out. God knows how many times I've
You're
said
gonna
it
try to be
already.
conscious of it.
Yeah, because who wants to go? What the fuck? I'm like Sylvester
Can we
Stallone.
like sack tap you every time you say "on"? to
Sure,
get you to
come on.
stop?
Yeah, just
Sack tap
condition
me.
him.
No, I mean I think that's the best way to get someone out
Yeah,
of the bad
you know,
habit.
yeah, rub his nose in it, in a metaphysical sense.
Fucking A. So you guys had fun last night.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was a lot of fun.
It should be a good week too. I think we have a good amount of filming lined up, and we also
Yeah, we have some great things coming out
and
soon.
actually we filmed that Zeus last weekend, which is actually after the last podcast. So
We're gonna have, now that I'm free, I took some editing duties from Jason, and
okay, all right.
aside from the podcast, I'm gonna do PSAs. We're gonna have another short come out, hopefully by Wednesday or Thursday.
I love it.
Drew, you know which one that is. That was the one we're all in.
The one that we filmed after
Oh,
this is?
No, the one we
I
filmed.
was gonna say I don't think that one's ready.
The last one we filmed last Sunday. I don't want to say the name.
Okay, good talk.
No, you
We'll
know
see.
which one I'm talking about.
The one that's an advertisement for an oat bar. That one.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
commercial?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
It involves some banging. And by banging, I
Ayo.
mean sex.
yeah.
Which seems to be a common theme recently, especially in John's life. John,
And go to John.
live with John.
No,
6
no,
okay.
no.
Getting that super aggro crag last night.
No.
Okay,
No.
so if
No.
Gordon Ramsay were to observe your night last night, not the cooking aspect, but everything else, what do you think he would be most perturbed by?
He'd be most perturbed by the fact that I almost lit my grill on fire.
No, not
Overall,
cooking. I
John-
said not cooking related though.
Overall,
I know.
your dismount was horrible.
You did other things besides cooking and the thing I keep referencing. Surely,
I did.
think.
I did.
Or is
what-
that all you
I-
did?
I didn't do anything.
Everybody
else.
was locked out of the house last
Yeah,
night.
you did lock everyone out of the
A
house.
good hour and a half.
You know the way this keeps going. This podcast is never going to come out right.
Did it come out right for you? And
Oh my!
I just want to know if it had a. I'm talking about the ribs. I'm talking about.
The ribs were fantastic.
Actually, when
Breakfast
John was
ribs.
busy locking everyone out of his house, he burnt the thing of ribs that caught on fire.
The grill was on fire.
Something else had to take priority. So
Well, I was busy taking care of my guests.
you're the man of the house,
Yeah,
It's taken care of. Mario.
taking care of business.
taking care of the guests.
I think
Yeah,
that's a
making
song.
sure.
Every day.
Oh my God!
Who
you
wrote
know this isn't going to turn out well for me.
Why?
What isn't?
You guys like grilling me so much
That's all right.
about my awesome.
Yeah, but it might
Don't
turn
be
out
snatching
great for
about
us. So you know, you got to take one for the team every once in a while.
Have you ever thought about John's happiness for a second?
No. No, I haven't.
Absolutely not. That'd be terrible radio. No, John, we're just giving you a hard time. Is your fly undone?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
His pants are just half off. He just doesn't care. It's one of those mornings.
it is. I woke up and I was like, "What the
For the
fuck?"
first 2 hours I was interacting with John this morning, he was just in boxer briefs. And there were still guests over besides
Yeah.
me. I don't consider myself a guest. I consider myself a podcast tour.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. You know, it was a really good night,
Mm-hmm.
but certain people should have done certain actions to finally meet certain quotas. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
I have absolutely no idea. what's going
It was
on.
very vague and cryptic.
I don't think our listeners know either. What the hell's going on?
Guys, if I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm awesome.
Okay, but what quotas are we talking about?
Yeah, what-
I'm talking
you
about.
could-
I'm talking about over there.
Oh, okay.
He's
okay.
pointing at his bed. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, he's
My race car bed. I have a race car bed.
It has a CB radio on it.
it's pretty badass. There's also a lobster somewhere in the.
It's my lobster.
Sheila's over there.
It's my ex-girlfriend.
Sheila's the name of the. Oh, you guys aren't together anymore?
No, my current girlfriend wasn't very happy about that.
Oh yeah,
that
having
pe-
two girlfriends is a
yeah.
lot of work.
Oh, I mean, one's a lobster, one's a brown girl. I can't handle.
You know, I have psychology of trauma.
Lobsters are brown before you cook them. Sorry. That's just a food fact for y'all. The Kitchen Nightmares theme.
I took psychology of trauma, and one guy we were talking about like how do we think this or like what helps us through our trauma or shit like that. One guy said like having a mistress helps his marriage, and I was like, what the fuck?
Well, I suppose that makes sense though, because like some people like have their outlets, whatever it is, but sex can be like a vice or a drug for people, or the thrill of having a mistress. Who knows?
You know
It
what
calms me down.
Let me go on the record for mistresses. I'm Andy Giacalone.
Drew, I think I called you a little like fuck this morning.
What?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
It's an odd morning here at Midnight Treehouse Basement.
Called you a little fucked lad.
It's the afternoon now. Suck it up. Get over it.
I know, and I still
Wake
have to
up.
clean. I still have to fucking clean.
It's true.
Looks
There's-
like Vietnam in that backyard.
I know. What games did you guys end up playing last night?
Oh, I played that this frisbee game. What's it called?
Can Jam.
Can Jam.
No.
I've never played it. It's basically you have like two plastic. Basically, it's like picture two like cylinders with no tops, and then like a little slot like about the size of like where you deposit your tray at McDonald's,
Yeah.
and throw out the whole tray because you're an asshole like me. But the whole goal of the game is you have a partner on the other side, and you try and either like Matumbo it in when you throw the.
Matumbo it.
No. It's fun. It's a 4-player game. It was a lot of fun. I played with a lot of people. I actually did quite well. I think me and one of your friends ran the.
You ran it.
Ran the tables for most of the night.
I played eat every dessert that comes out.
John, was something you only ate the tops of the rainbow cookies?
Only the
Yeah, I was
tops.
only eating the tops of the rainbow cookies.
Why?
What kind of OCD nonsense is that,
Yeah.
John?
Don't know.
You're missing out on all the rainbows.
How good was the bacon fudge?
That was really good.
We
God
had bacon.
bless Tommy, because that was a fantastic dessert.
We had bacon fudge. I mean, fuck.
It sounds weird, but when you get down to it, it was one
so
of the
how did he
tastiest
do that? Was it like the
creations.
bacon fat in lieu of butter and then sprinkled bacon on top or something like
No,
that?
there's bacon all throughout it, I believe.
That's what I mean, like instead, like as kind of for shortening purposes.
Right.
Jason, thoughts on the
What's
bacon
that?
fudge?
Crunchy.
Crunchy.
Thank you,
heard it
Jason.
first. That's coming from the top, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That is words.
How many cups of coffee are you gonna drink?
I've already had like 6.
He's
You're
gonna
gonna have
shit
a
his
fucking.
pants
You're gonna
so
have a
bad.
fucking heart attack.
Jason goes through like an entire pot of
of
coffee on
I
his
might give him a
own.
run for his money. I just might. Coffee wise. We should have a coffee off. Challenge accepted.
Challenge
Jason.
accepted.
Jason.
Do you have as
That'd
much
be fun.
coffee as you do parking tickets?
Jason has quite a few parking tickets for last night.
I finally got to wear Jason's vest last night, and he's like, dude,
His denim vest.
he's like
his Canadian,
his
tuxedo
Canadian
that he
denim
has.
vest, and he goes, dude, you have to look at this. And I thought he was gonna show me some cool like drugs or some fun. He pulls out a handful of fucking tickets.
He just pulled them out. It looks like a deck of cards. So he's just like, pick a ticket, any ticket.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Let me
looks
I
read
think it's a bad luck car, honestly, because I drove his car for work, and I got like 3 tickets in a week in his car.
Let me
and I've
read
never
one
gotten
of
a ticket
these.
before I drove his car.
It's a cursed car.
It's a cursed car.
You got pulled over?
What's the
or-
vi- What's the
I made an
violation?
illegal left in Manhattan, and then I made 2 illegal parking decisions in Long Island City.
Jason,
It did
you
not well.
you have so many tickets. This one doesn't even have.
I don't know how that car hasn't been.
Oh, you
impounded
have
yet
a-
at
oh,
this point, honestly.
This is a no parking.
I think the car itself is on
What's
America's
this one?
Most Wanted
You have a no
list.
parking. You have a no parking again.
We're laying it down here.
He just doesn't give a fuck.
He has failure to display multimeter Munimeter receipt.
okay.
I don't think that one's mine, actually.
So you acquire parking tickets. Not even
No,
necessarily yours.
this
You
is
just acquire them.
This one is. That's.
He's
oh.
trading with people.
yeah.
What's this one?
Is one of them holographic?
This one's. What is with you? Do you look at the fucking signs? No parking again.
He's like, I'm Canadian. I don't have to listen to these rules.
That's
I was.
what's the best part?
The orange envelope. The orange envelope is the best part about the ticket.
Just like aesthetically, or oh, okay, all right.
I was driving.
Is that what you get them? You have an eye. It's like
This is
pretty-
$160 a ticket.
Can't find them anywhere else.
I was
It's great. You just leave your car there. You wake up. You leave it there for like a week. You got like 5 of them.
I was driving Jason's car for work in Manhattan. I made a left-hand turn illegally, and cop pulls me over. And Jason's car is just completely, at one point, was just completely fucked. Like the whole steering wheel, like the middle part where the horn should be, was just wires coming out, and the windshield's like cracked and stuff's all fucked up. So the cop pulls me over, and like the car's just completely just fucked. And he looks at me, he's like, "What's going on? What is this?" And I just look at the cop, and I'm like, "I don't know, dude. It's not my car. I don't know what to tell you. It's my boss's." He's like, "All right." And then so he gives me the ticket for the illegal left, and then the car just dies. So I got out of the car. I was like, "Hey man, can you give me a jump by any chance?" He's like, "Yeah, sure."
Jason, do they teach you how to drive in Colorado?
Yes, I was taught how to drive in Colorado.
Were you taught to obey the fucking laws? Because obviously you can't.
You know what's strange? I never got a parking ticket. I actually never got a ticket in Colorado for any traffic violation.
That's because they're like fucking cows and shit out there. What's in Colorado?
People,
People, yeah,
mountains,
skiing,
And your little
lot
pink
of-
and your pink monsters.
yeah, and all the little.
Wait! I want Jason to tell this story. He needs to tell this story. Pete, Jason, and I were at the bar a couple weeks ago.
We're totally off topic.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Well, I'm segueing.
Okay.
I segued.
you ride a Segway,
Yeah.
and then Jason borrowed it and got a bunch
George
of tickets
Bush
with it.
over here.
No, I just segued. See, we were talking about Colorado.
Easy
And I
jet
was like,
bridges,
I asked him about Colorado. I was like, what's in Colorado? And then I brought up the pink monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And now people are going to be like, what are the pink monsters? We want to know what the pink monsters
Robot
are.
Jesus will destroy all of them, but you know,
Okay.
for now it's a problem.
So I'm driving with my then girlfriend at the time. To go up to the mountains. To have
Get a hand job, right?
Right. No. And it's probably about 7:30 in the morning. It's not too ridiculously early or anything. And I'm driving around in my old Chevy Suburban, heading up to the mountains, and we're coming up this road, and I see this thing, and I think it's a child, like a naked child, running across the road, and not even running, more of like a leisurely stroll across the road. I stop. I shit you not, this is not a child. This is like a little monkey thing.
You said it was like a naked.
It was like a naked pink man crossing the road, and I don't know what to do. I'm sober, I think, at the time, and I wake my girlfriend up, and she sees this thing too, and it gets all the way to the other side of the road, and looks back at us. She's like, "What the fuck is that?"
humanoid eyes or like
Humanoid
beady
eyes.
sort of.
No. Human. Actually, big. Yeah, it kind of looked like a baboon. Like if it was a hairless baboon.
But like a monkey with like the mange. You've heard of this, right?
No, wait.
You know, have you heard of like the mange thing? They're like thinking this might have been what like chupacabra were, or it was like bears with mange. If you ever see an image of it, it's crazy. It's like
we'll put that in the link drop.
yeah, we
whatever that
definitely
is.
will. Check it out. It's
Well,
Link drop.
Where the story goes is like I didn't think anything about that. We went up camping, kind of tried to forget about the whole thing, even though it haunted my dreams.
yeah, you saw a fucking yeti.
Yeah. And recently, I was working with a buddy of mine on this job, and he was talking about one night he went out skateboarding with his friend, and it's about 4 a.m, and they saw a little pink creature and described it exactly like this little
That's
to a
crazy.
T, like this hairless baboon.
Wait,
thing.
was it in the same area?
No.
This
This
was
in
across-
New York.
this is across
And
the country.
What's freaky is both of them saw this creature,
Mhm.
and they saw it hide behind a car and then run away. They went home and told immediately his friend's aunt about this,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Oh yeah, we don't talk about those."
That's so creepy. Why not? Talk it up about those.
Well,
Why aren't you?
Andrew? Were you there? Were you there when we had this conversation?
It was the most awkward conversation to witness because they both were just like awestruck that they both saw the same thing. It was just this like borderline.
Oh, you were actually there when this
Yeah,
happened.
it was this guy that
Wow.
we work with. But I mean, let's be honest, the guy who told the story could have been belligerently fucked up when this happened. Also,
I think
I mean, to be honest, I could have been belligerently fucked up with this.
We all get drunk and see monsters, you know?
I don't know. It's kind of creepy though.
I think Jason in all our fits of alcoholism, Jason's just like, we're gonna make a documentary and we're gonna go hunt these things.
I'm down. That's the thing. Let's get an interview with an aunt that's all creepy. It could be the intro part of the whole movie. You know?
Well, I told
That'd be-
John that we would do that, and I think when we spearhead this robot Jesus thing, this is something that's
We'll parlay nicely into this.
Robot Jesus,
Maybe-
2020.
yeah, he's
coming.
making Robot Jesus. That little.
Anyway, guys, you need to get back on topic.
Well, we're at 35 minutes now, so I think that might be what wrapped it up.
Null and void.
Monster stories. I don't know, but
What'd you guys think about The Prestige?
well, all right, we'll lay into it. We
The Prestige sucks dick.
Game over.
No, you know what? I'll tell you. Listen, fundamentally, The Prestige is a great movie and it's got a great plot.
right.
The thing I don't like about The Prestige is
We should clarify. We're talking about the film Christopher Nolan, The Prestige, Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman. It's about two
Magicians.
turn-of-the-century magicians.
trying to like best each other.
Essentially, it's
But-
one of them blames the other for his wife's death.
Yeah, but when they introduced the whole Nikola Tesla part,
David Bowie.
yeah,
Wait, you don't like David Bowie?
look right.
I know there's a poster of it behind me. That's why I wanted to ask you visually. Watch your brain melt before your eye.
No, but it's just like when you see the Nikola Tesla thing,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, oh, I guess I hate it when they give major plot points like that could really give a good impact at the end of the movie, like halfway through,
But-
because he clones all the fucking hats.
Right, but it's setting up that you don't know that he's using it to clone,
Hugh
himself.
Jackman.
Yeah,
And then-
but you know it's heading that way though.
right. So,
it
so-
leads on, and that's
so you guys are just anti-foreshadowing, or?
But that was like,
It was like really like, oh, hey, this is what's
yeah,
happening.
get ready because we're cloning some shit.
Because that,
Okay.
I mean,
You know what I
despite
mean?
the fact that it's like a magician movie, the fact that it was all that cloning and he had a machine to clone, it was kind of too obvious.
So
to
you're
be
saying
like,
the prestige of the film, The Prestige, was ruined by the turn
yeah,
of introducing
well done,
Nikola.
Pete, well
See,
done.
it's topical. I tied it back.
though
Had a-
though David Bowie is great. David
Yeah.
Bowie, if you're listening, I love
Andy
you.
Serkis was really cool too. I liked his kind of
Andy Serkis is great.
because I'm used to seeing him as like Gollum. I think that's what most people
Yeah.
think of. But I like his kind of like weird New Yorker accent. And then he's like, "Hey asshole, you're the great Anton. Hey cocksucker, I know you." We did that. I mean, I actually really enjoyed that film.
Like I said, it's fundamentally a good movie, and it's got a really. I think the plot's interesting enough,
Uh-huh.
it was interesting enough to keep me going.
Mhm.
But it's just like when you see it coming, you kind of lose disinterest. It's like it's like if you were watching Independence Day.
oh my god,
It's like if you were watching Independence Day and somebody said, "Aliens come."
I was
Yeah, but you know that when you go to see Independence.
all right,
Day.
let me
You know
let
it's
me
about
let me
aliens.
let me give a better example.
We need to talk about Independence Day on the next podcast.
Let me
because-
give
Oh,
a
redemption round.
Yeah,
Redemption
I've been
round.
thinking more about this, and there's just
Okay,
needs to be
but
more
the way that
arguments.
All right.
the way this
let
is
me-
going to go though is I'm going to do a proper moderation. and
Okay,
I will literally
deal.
come in with questions, and you'll each have your fair share. No screaming at each other.
Great.
No, there's gonna be lots
You
of
can, you,
Yeah,
can,
there
you,
won't
you can
be.
have
There will-
objections. I'll just rule the court. But let's go back
But
to
anyway,
Prestige.
Prestige.
Like I'm trying to let me think of a more like a better movie.
Then the Prestige, impossible. That's
um,
Michael Caine.
I'm trying to think of a movie with like a
And
plot,
David Bowie.
like a plot twist.
Sign.
Old Boy.
Okay.
have
Signs.
you-
Just thinking of something else. Sorry.
That was not one. You saw Old Boy, right, Drew?
Which one was Old Boy?
You fuck. You saw Old Boy, right, Pete?
That was a no.
What's that?
You saw Old Boy, right?
I didn't see Old Boy.
Oh fuck.
I saw Old Boy.
But
All right, lay it on us.
all right, no, I don't
For
want
those of you who've
to.
Are you just looking at your DVD, hoping that there's?
Wait, hold on, Drew. Hold my mic. I'll be right back.
All right, look at. All right,
Christ.
it's not hard to think of a movie with a twist. Let's just like
The Sixth
examine one.
Sense.
Yeah, I was
Sit
about to
back
say that.
down.
Any M Night
Jesus
Shyamalan
Christ.
film. Okay, now John's screaming off the microphone, so this has gone off the rails.
Okay.
Drew, go more into the Prestige on your end, though. Not
Well,
so much
I-
the twist, but overall,
The twist wasn't terrible.
what was the impact? Because
More
I
so,
remember,
I love the back and forth between these two characters that weren't necessarily the best people in the world.
right.
You know what I mean?
I think it opens up stronger. I think the first part is really badass, where it's like Wizard Wars.
Yeah.
I think I remember giddily saying out loud while watching, it's like, fuck yes, this is a movie about like two magician wizards fighting, which is really cool, you know, because they're good at deceit and hiding and all that stuff, and it kind of gets implemented to how they, you know,
they're going to do whatever they want to get what they want.
And yeah, as they go along, both of their lives just turns to shit.
Worse and
because
worse.
Yeah.
They're really striving. It's like Icarus. They're going for the sun, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
What movie?
Now, I think we're
Prestige?
I think we're supposed to sympathize.
Yes, we're still the Prestige, John.
Okay.
No, I think we're supposed to sympathize with Christian Bale's character more because he has a daughter and like more of a family connection with his brother.
It's
going
more
on.
focused around him trying to best
Right.
Hugh Jackman. Hugh
Yeah,
Jackman's like
and
the
when Hugh
master
Jackman's
magician.
more consumed by becoming the greatest magician of all time. Where Christian Bale's like more of the scrappier street magician.
But you know what? I have a question. What happened? Like, because think about it. Like back in the fucking day, it was like they called it like the black arts and science and magic. It's like, what happened to magic today? Like that shit doesn't exist anymore. What is
I
it?
think
Is
it
it
does.
science? Is it science now? Is that it?
No, I think
It's Chris Angel, which is not good.
It definitely exists
Chris
still.
Angel taught me how to play guitar.
I think there's
Oh,
less
did
of a.
he?
yeah.
What did Chris Angel teach you to play guitar? When did that happen?
Yeah, it's true. He actually has a photo in his living room of what was it, Chris Angel?
Chris
I was like,
Angel
is
and my
that Chris
parents.
Angel?
Chris. Well, he didn't teach me how to play
Teach guitar on the side
Is he
now?
douchey?
I-
He
I-
seems douchey.
I only got taught by him once because his brother owns a music shop called Monster Music in Levittown here on Long Island,
Okay.
and I went there and I got taught by him to play guitar once.
So you play guitar
For like 5
No,
minutes or like
no.
an actual like.
No,
See, that'd
no,
be a
it was
great
like
magic trick.
it was like
If he was just like he teaches you how to play guitar for 5 minutes, all of a sudden you can shred Van Halen whenever you want. That would be great.
no, but it was like I went for guitar lessons. Unfortunately, I have stupid fingers, so I can't play any music.
Is that an actual medical condition?
yeah, it is.
Okay.
And he
Stupid fingers?
He gave me one of my lessons.
Wouldn't help with magic either. You think if Chris Angel saw stupid fingers, he'd just be like, "You are.
Yeah,
I
get
don't even know
out.
what you are."
Just get out.
It's-
Yeah.
yeah.
Couldn't he turn your fingers back to? I don't know. I'm starting
But
to think
that's
like
not
magic
that's
is
not
medicine or
that's not magic. That's illusions. It's illusions on a massive scale.
something. Wait. Okay. So leading this back to the point of your
The
thinking
Prestige.
initially. Well, not so much the Prestige, but you were saying what
But it's
it
just
would
like
be
it's just like
modern day.
what happened to magic.
It's still there. I just think the market for it disappeared because it used to be, something you'd watch on a stage in Vegas. You know what I mean? People would pay money for it, which is kind of what they're doing in the Prestige as well. It's,
Yeah.
it's like a parlor show.
But everything now is like over analyzed and over tweeted about and over like just
Right.
over everything's fucking overdone.
Everything.
So.
Can I tell you something? I fucking hate. I hate Twitter.
Okay.
I hate hashtagging.
Okay. Why?
It's so fucking stupid. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I agree.
What
I know
led you-
Jason's gonna scold me
back to
so
the
much.
point,
Yeah, this has been happening the whole time.
I know.
John has his hand down his pants, will interrupt, and then just stammer for a minute and change the subject.
I'm still kind of shit faced.
Yeah, you're recovering from many things physically.
Oh
That's
my
all I'm
God.
saying. You gotta
It's
recover a
because
lot.
we just got a picture of him with his hand in his pants. We'll put it on the
Yeah,
on the
we'll dump
page.
that. Yeah, everyone's gonna want to see that. The
Oh, Eleanor wants to get to know me from eHarmony.
Jesus Christ, John.
Okay, so the Prestige.
yes, I mean, I think the overall theme that they're going with is like it's a movie about greed, really, with a twist ending.
Yeah.
it's like the overall.
Greed, envy, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much everything except for gluttony, maybe.
yeah, it's like every sin in there, and the actual illusions I think were cool, like the way they set the scene, the time period that they're going with, where it was kind of like an inflated version of what the time period it was, that kind of turn of the century time. But I thought it was really cool. He was like in the big theater, and he did like the not the disappearing maniac, but the one where he threw the hat and came out
Right.
the other door across the stage, and he had the double, the whole thing with that.
The one thing that the conclusion I came to last night, very late into the night. I think I was talking with Jason about, or maybe Jason, I don't know.
Doing some prep.
The
John.
Hugh Jackman's character, after with the clones at the end,
Right.
I kind of linked it back to those clones are like the dead birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That was more profound last night than it is just now.
No, it is perfect. It's kind of cool. That's what I like about this movie, because it is rather long. It's
it's not terrible. It's like, like 2
Well,
hours.
well, longer than you'd expect. Well, I guess it's kind of what's expected with Christopher Nolan. I feel like all his movies are always like a little, like 20 minutes longer than you expect.
Right.
Well,
except for the new Batman.
Memento.
Was Memento short? It felt.
I think
I still haven't seen
Memento's-
Memento.
I think Memento's only like an hour and 40 minutes. Hour 45 minutes.
Watch some Memento.
Well, we're
Let's go from the top.
debating. We're debating.
Or
debating
possibly
Independence.
Independence Day.
Maybe we'll do both. We'll do both.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe do both. Yeah. Memento.
Memento.
Motown Mento.
Memento's really good. But
That
yeah, I
is
mean,
good.
like Christopher Nolan. I mean, you can't complain. Christopher Nolan's a great filmmaker. I mean, there's just no. I think he's a fucking ringer. You know, he makes great movies.
Like Pete.
Like Pete Mutino from Midnight Treehouse.
That's right. Ringer himself. I do like Michael Caine a lot in this film.
Yeah.
I like this where he's yelling about using a double a lot. I don't know why. I think Michael going to be like, "Hey, you use a double!" Like going. Oh, it was like the funniest thing ever. I don't know. He has that meltdown though. He's like, there are only two ways to do the trick. Either you like hire a guy. It's like either we do it my way and uses a bloody double, or it was
which
great.
is just Hugh Jackman.
But I like the archetypes they set up. Like you have your two main characters. You have like the two girls on either side, and then ScarJo kind of double agent. Was it ScarJo? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
I get her confused with the other one. Anyway,
ScarJo?
yeah.
You know what we
Johansson.
should do soon?
Just call her ScarJo.
Isn't that what she's called? I'm not hip to what the kids are saying. I watch movies like The Prestige that came out like 6 years ago.
What's
Love that ScarJo.
What's Nolan's next movie?
I don't know.
Superman.
Wait,
No,
he's
it's
doing
not.
Superman?
He's not Superman.
Producing.
Oh well,
Oh, he's just
well,
producing. Okay.
Visionary director Zack Snyder is making.
Wait, he
this
did
movie.
Watchmen, right? Zack Snyder.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys like Watchmen?
I
loved
love The Watchmen.
That's awesome.
I thought it was one of the.
You
few...
didn't like it?
The comic. This is a case where the comic book
Jesus
is.
Christ.
Oh, don't Jesus Christ me!
No,
because
as far as the
movie
comic
co-
book-
but the thing is, this was supposed to be like a watershed moment in cinema where it's like this was supposed to be it. This was supposed to be like the Citizen Kane of our century.
Well, Citizen Kane.
I wasn't presented to me like that. But
See, that's the thing. I was in film school at the time, so it was like everybody
were
was just
jerking
like
off over it.
jerking off over
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan's
But
big blue cock.
It stayed fairly true to the
It-
graphic novel.
that's
Except
what
for
I-
the end.
Except for the end.
which I actually thought the end was an improvement. If you're talking about changing it to an energy
Interstellar.
fusion thing instead of the
What's that
fucking
about?
squid, that is a good
Right.
choice. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The squid was kind of retarded.
All right.
So,
Take
and what I appreciate about that movie, it wasn't like, let's try and replicate the comics to a film. It was literally like, oh, we already have the storyboard.
Right, well, it's shot
Which
for shot in there. Almost,
Yeah, which
you know.
was awesome. So I thought that was well done. But
What was well done?
Are you
John,
here,
you're you're fired.
Put your
Sorry.
fucking pants on.
I'm sorry.
I was
Go edit something.
I love cheese.
Stop saying
Yeah. We're going to have a very stern word with your mother about this. And what you did last night. All right. I think we'll wrap it up. Closing thoughts on The Prestige, everyone. Would you recommend it? Would you,
I would tell someone to watch it.
I would
I think it warrants a watching.
John, would you recommend The Prestige to someone?
7 thumbs up.
You can say you like cheese again if this is too hard.
I hate you all. I hate you all. Right.
I think that's a good enough place for any to end it. We'll be
Bastards. You know that this is going to get beep, 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 beep.
we're just going to bleep out your whole part. I actually have not been recording it the whole time. as soon as your third stammer interruption, I just killed the track.
Killed your mic.
I just wanted to have you were participating.
Well,
so, ladies and gentlemen, the
luckily-
awkward silences you hear. Just
I
know
hate
that
everybody.
We're going to fill it in with a younger, better-looking John. Maybe your younger brother. I've seen some pictures around the house. He's a looker.
Oh, my God.
All right. We're going to be filming some more stuff. As we were talking about earlier, we got some stuff in the editing bay. Should be
Look
released
out!
soon.
Look out for a new short this week and
Yes,
a new
indeed.
PSA and a new podcast.
And yeah, this gem right here. If you made it to the end, thank you very much. But we have some Memento reviews to come, as well as we'll be revisiting this Independence Day war going on
Debate, yeah.
between
I got
Drew and
reamed up on
Johnny.
my girlfriend. About
Drew,
Oh, really?
Independence Day can suck a huge fat cock.
All right, well, get ready. Get your fucking notes ready, dude. Because this is
You're weak. Your shit's
a
weak,
war.
Drew.
shit is not weak.
Your shit is so weak.
All right, well, join us again next week when we blow up this White House. This is Pete Mutino for Drew and John. This has been Midnight Radio Show. Good night.
Later, guys.
TTFN.